What's going on, guys? So this will be my first video. We'll actually be taking a look at a Arduino today. I actually plan on using it for a handbrake for my sim rig, and a button box, and perhaps a couple other things, depending on what my brain or what my research comes up with. So um, today, that's what we're going to be taking a look at. Unfortunately, we won't be taking a look at this guy here just quite yet. I'll probably do in a couple just regular basic detailing videos. I'm a little bit obsessive about it, so we'll go over that in another video probably, but for today, what I want to focus on is just kind of unboxing the Arduino that I ordered. I got a really good deal on Amazon, so I went ahead and just spontaneously bought it. Fear of missing out on that deal, right? Had some FOMO there. So we're going to take a look at that. We're going to take a look at connecting it to a Mac. It should be really similar to a PC. I can also go over that if anybody is curious. And all two of you that watch this video, probably just my friends. Yeah, so we'll be going over the Arduino and the basic setup. I read some of the instructions already and got a little, overly excited and opened the box already. So, but we'll go through what comes in the box on the kit that I got, and we'll take a look at that and getting it hooked up to the computer and going through their basic tutorials, or well, one of them maybe, just kind of figure it out. There's a lot of really good tutorials out on YouTube for creating button boxes and handbrakes and stuff for for your sim rigs. Plenty of better things out there. This is just my experience of getting this set up for the first time, coming from somebody that didn't have any knowledge of it before. I'm an IT guy, so I have pretty good computer knowledge, so that's where it helps me, but other than that, I don't really know anything about it. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it here. All right, so we'll take a look at the kit here. All right, we're back to take a look at the Arduino kit that I picked up off Amazon. I'm just gonna flip around. I'll show you, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm working with here. I just recently bought a house and built this bench and everything that we're working with here to take a look at this. So I'll show you my little workstation I set up just for this video and possibly future videos. Yeah, let's just flip this around and take a look here. So here we got the bench. There's the actual kit there. We're gonna take a look at that in just a second. Here I just got my little Mac Mini set up. That's actually the Arduino itself. I pulled it out because I didn't want to smush it in the box because I wanted to close the lid on it to show you guys what the box looks like. That's just my monitor. There, got my keyboard and mouse, all my handy tools. I actually have, and I'll probably do a video on it. I actually have more of this metal rack, this pegboard rack. It's really awesome. If nobody, or if you guys haven't heard of it or seen it before, my friend turned me on to it, and he actually got a giant toolbox and sold me his. That's what this stuff is down here. So I'm gonna actually mount that stuff on the wall. I have a bunch of accessories that I got with it, and I'll probably do a video on mounting that and getting all of the accessories put on and everything if I get around to it. I should get around to it though. So yeah, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this this kit here. So this is the kit. It's the Super Starter Kit, the Uno R3 project from Elegu. I don't know how to say that really. But what we have here is basically we have this, which is the only thing that's actually useful for this right here. Let's take a look at it here. So what we have here is the address to download the software, because nobody has these anymore. This is actually, I don't know, maybe we could use this for a shim or something later, but this is actually what this is for. Is this goes in the trash. So okay, so now that we're done with that, got some extra paper here. I'm gonna try to adjust this so you guys can see what's going on here. So we have our key here. Get a little zoom in on action on that. So we have our key. This tells us what each one of these guys is here, and I'll be reading that off. See, I don't know what any of this stuff is. I'm not a electronics engineer. I have a pretty good idea what all of it is, what it does, and it's pretty obvious when you look at it, but I'll just be reading off of that actually. Let's get this in the light here. All right, so you got the Arduino, which I showed you guys over here. Got this already pulled out. We'll pull this out. This comes in an anti-static bag. So coming from a computer repair background, it's important that you, like, people think I'm weird and I'm keeping trash, but I'm actually keeping this bag because it's an anti-static bag, and you know, putting electronics on it will keep it from getting shocked. Because if you build up, if you're working on carpet or something, I'm working on cement, so I'm not really too worried about it. You can wear a anti-static wrist strap, plug it into the outlet. You get those pretty cheap, but when you're working on electronics, you want to just make sure you don't shock them with static electricity that can't damage them. So just one thing to be aware of. You know, we don't want to set it, this benches, and I didn't clean it off, so we don't want to set it in the dirt. So this is the Arduino basic power connector. I'll show you the connectors for that in a second here. And then this is the USB connector, and then all these guys down here, I assume, what you hook everything up to. These are all the pins. This is actually like a quick connect kit, so there's no soldering with this. It's actually kind of cool. That's why I bought it, because I didn't want to deal with too much soldering. I think when I build the button box and the possibly the handbrake, well, there'll be some soldering going on there, but that'll be another video, I'm sure, because we'll be learning together how to solder. I've done it one time. I'm not an expert or anything. All right, so moving on. All right, so we got the obvious USB cable. Actually, you know, this in right here. This is USB B, right? USB A, it's your regular one that everybody knows. This one, commonly a printer, something like that, for the Arduino. Uses that to hook it up. This is probably USB 2.0. I don't know, I didn't read about it. Maybe USB 3.0, but usually USB 3.0 is blue and it says super speed on it. So it's probably USB 2.0. Okay, all right, moving on. Way too much time on the USB cable. Okay, so what else we got here? So we got this little guy here. So I'm just going to check the key. So this is the actual power supply module. Okay, so this is, I assume you add this on to another board to add extra power. Again, I'm not an electronics engineer. These are all just assumptions, so don't kill me if I'm wrong about any of this stuff, okay? We're learning together here, okay? So this is, I think I already read about this. This is a step motor. So this thing, I read about it there. I think it rotates in steps, right? Pretty obvious. I think you could program this to do a couple different things. I won't try to explain what all of these things do. We'll just go through the kit here to make it quicker. Little cool little remote. There's an IR receiver in here. We'll try to get to that next here. So so that's right there. That's the little IR receiver. Try to bring that up there. It's got the little, you can see the little lens right there, and then that plugs into some board of some kind. I'm sure we'll figure that out one day. So we got that. All right. this, which I think is really exciting. So this is a LCD screen. I think it came with a 4-digit, a 6-digit. I think this might be the 6-digit, or it might be something cooler. But it says LCD 1602 module. It's that one right there. You can see it focus on that. All right, so that's that. That's exciting. That can go in a button box, and we can, you can put lap time, gears, all kinds of cool stuff. Okay, so we got that. Sorry, I'm getting the camera off here. This is the first time kind of filming something, so you guys will have to bear with me. All right. So then we got this thing, which I thought was a speaker, but it's not. There's a speaker in here. But apparently, this is an ultrasonic sensor, okay? So, geez, people probably tell me I need to cut my nails. So this is an ultrasonic sensor. That's why it looks like a speaker, I think, because it's absorbing the sound instead of giving it off, possibly. I don't know. To be determined. This guy controls the step motor, so that's this guy right here, and that's why I said that, because it's the stepper motor driver module. So it's got its own package. That must be special. This one, let's see here. This is the super kit. So this comes with a ton of stuff. Like you can make like little robots and stuff with this. I actually just intended to make a button box and a e-brake with a Hall sensor, but I might be able to add some cool stuff to the button box with this stuff. I probably won't use all of these things, and I definitely won't make videos of all this stuff. So this thing here, this is so you can power one of those boards with a battery. It came with a battery. I'm sure it's trash, but it came with this very high quality looking battery. Extra heavy, not very heavy, but okay. Whatever extra heavy means, I don't know. Maybe somebody will correct me and say, oh, those are the best batteries I've ever heard of. But yeah, obviously this connects to the battery, and then that connects to the board, that little circle hole right there, or this additional power module, right, that we already looked at. So we got this thing. I don't know what this thing is. Let's see what this thing is. This is a prototype expansion module. So you tell me, right? Again, static bag, so it doesn't get shocked. It's important. So this is probably something people are doing some wild stuff with that is over my head. All right, so we got a bunch of these guys, which these are just little wire pin connectors that, I'll try to zoom in on here without getting my hat shadow in there. So these little holes right there, these little holes, let me see if I can point to it with this. Just plug right in there. And then that's how you connect some of these things together, I assume, right? Again, we're learning together here, right? So, ooh, got a cool fan. Maybe I'll set up a little fan to cool me off while I'm drifting in my sim rig. Or racing. iRacing sometimes is time consuming. Takes a long time to finish those races sometimes. This guy is a servo motor, so I'm sure we can control some stuff with that if we ever wanted to, but again, there's a lot of stuff in here that probably won't use. So I already put this comes separately, this little joystick cap, but this is just a joystick, so build that into the button box would be kind of rad. You can press it too, so you can actually see the you could see the button gauge. I did not know that's how these worked. I thought the button was inside, but it's actually on the outside. See the little white button right there? And press it down when it clicks. Yeah, so that's a joystick, obviously. Again, that plugs into something, right? Right, we're gonna learn today. We're gonna learn how that works, right? So, let's see what else we got. So we have these things. I know these are resistors. It's a giant pack of resistors. I assume in electronic engineering, these are needed for when you're putting things together. So I think they go in these like these boards, which I'm about to show you. This is like a big board that you know, use these guys, connect stuff together and whatnot, right? So there's those are resistors. Let's see here, what else we got? I'm looking to make sure that I'm telling you that's the right thing. I think it is. I don't see it on, oh yeah, right there. Right, see? Look at that, I was right. Resistor, 120 pieces. All right, so we got this guy. I might as well pull this guy out, and then we'll go through all the small stuff real quick. So this is called a tie point bead board. Again, I'm assuming to tie the boards together with those, right? So communicate with other things or other boards possibly, right? So like plug this into that, and then you plug that into another thing depending on the circuit. Again, not an electronic engineer. I just assume things based off of just some common sense and what I know, you know. So all right, so where are we at? So we got these breadboard jumpers. So that the breadboard, right? That's the thing we just looked at. That's this thing right here. So these are the breadboard jumpers, okay? So now I'm assuming that these pins go into there, right? And then you can plug stuff into these to, you know, assumingly go to there, right? Wire everything up. So that's kind of cool. Pretty colors. All right. Moving on. So we got these guys right here. These are all in a bag. So these are all like, oh, you know, like all these microchips and stuff. I don't know what they do. They got numbers and stuff. I'll probably figure that out at some point. So let's see, what else do we got here? Last stuff here, we got some LED lights. That's cool. You can build a little tachometer or something, or a Christmas tree, either one. Christmas trees are cool. Make like a little mini light up Christmas tree and controlled lights and stuff, right? I mean, that'd be pretty rad. So let's see, what are these guys? These guys are our diode recidifier. I can't speak English. I don't know how to see it. And thermistor. Let's see what else. Like tilt ball switch. I don't know. And then all these buttons, all these little baby buttons, which I'm not obviously going to use that small buttons. Look how small they are. I might use maybe a couple on my button box, you know, but probably not. Maybe next to the LEDs or something, or the LCDs, I mean, right? So, all right, so we're almost done here. So we got, I still haven't found the single, so there's this one, which is a 1-digit and a 4-digit, and then the LCD that we have up here. So this LCD must be pretty cool. You must be able to do like some more advanced stuff on that. But these are just numbers, right? I don't know where this one is. Let's see if we can find it. Because here's this one. There's the 4-digit. So this is more of like mile per hour, laps, stuff like that. That would be useful in the button box. All right, what else we got here? So this is kind of cool. This is a temperature and humidity module. I might be able to put this near my very expensive geez, I don't even know what it's called now. My sim rig equipment. Anyways, I won't spend too much time trying to use my brain here. Sometimes it just stops working. So this is a little knob, I think. So this little knob, I think, goes in this thingamajigger. This right here. So that, I believe, I'm looking at this, remember? I don't know what any of this stuff is. Oh yeah, so that's potentiometer right there, right? So I might be using this for the brake possibly. But I would rather use a Hall sensor. I think I was researching it, and the Hall sensor sounds like it's easier to use. So I just have a one one switch, on off e-brake right now, which I'll go over a video how I built it and everything. Oh, look, there's a single digit one. That's one we were looking for right there. So, all right, so we're almost done here. We got one more thing here. Got one more thing. So this is a 5-volt relay. Okay, so we got a 5-volt relay. All right, so that's the whole kit. It's everything kind of laid out. I'm gonna get that put back in there, but we'll continue on, and I'll show you guys. I'll have to record a video on the computer there, and show you guys how to download the software that you need, how to get it for Windows, Linux. If you're using Linux, you probably don't need my help. And we'll go over that, and we'll see what we can figure out together. But yeah, we'll get the software installed. We'll go over the instructions, and we'll do the little intro. I started reading the intro video, and it looked pretty cool. So we'll go over that, and hopefully you guys like it. Until next time, or a few minutes, or a few seconds, or right after this. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Arduino here. It's this little guy here. Get her hooked up to the Mac Mini, download the software, which I'll have in this video, probably overlaid. I'm going to keep the GoPro running for the audio, because I don't quite know what I'm doing with that yet. So we'll figure it out though. I'm probably going to, let's see. Well, I'm gonna have my other video camera running, or my webcam running, while I'm on the computer, so you guys can see me talking. And I'm probably going to plug in the GoPro right here facing the wall. So this will be the last you see of me for the moment, until we go ahead and get hooking up the Arduino to the computer. So here we go. All right, hey guys, let me get this minimized. All right, so we're going to be taking a look at the Arduino software and introduction manual. I'm going to go ahead and get the website pulled up that I so aggressively threw in the trash in the earlier video when we checked out what was inside the kit that I got. Alright, so here we have the Aligu website. I'm sure that there's many other manufacturers that make this software. Looks like they make some cool 3D printers and stuff, which I do want to get into at some point, but that's that's an expensive one. So you can see some of the stuff you can do with the Arduino in their little slideshow here, but basically we're going to go to download right here at the top. We're going to go to the Arduino Kits, robots manual, blah blah blah. So the first thing that we are going to need is the software to program the Arduino once we hook it up to our computer. So this is this Arduino IDE software. You can pick your flavor. We're running on a Mac today, so we're going to go ahead and we'll show you how to do this on a Mac to begin with. Again, we could do this on a Windows computer, and I can go over a whole video on that too, but it's pretty similar. I don't know if you guys have ever, crossed over. I've been a big Mac guy my whole life, but being a gamer, that always will bring in the Windows experience. So let's not take a tour. This is a brand new account I set up on this computer just for recording this video, so we might get some weird pop-ups. So alright, so yeah, we're just going to click the link to download it for the Mac. We're going to go ahead and download it here. Looks like they host it at Google Drive, which I thought was kind of weird, but I mean, it's free for people to do that, so more power to you, right? So we'll get this here going. Alright, cool. Yeah, good thing I got pretty fast internet. It doesn't take very long. You can see, actually I might have deleted it, but I did download it earlier. It unzips it for you, so it comes in a zip file. Most Macs will unzip it for you automatically. I don't know why there's a zip file inside of a zip file. It's kind of weird, but let's go ahead and unzip it here. If it doesn't unzip it, just double click. Your Mac should have something to unzip it. If you don't, something like the unarchiver will take care of that. So this is just a drag and drop app. This is a pretty easy one. So this is the app. On Macs, you just want to drag this and drop it into the applications folder. That's it. So now we're in there. So we can go ahead and launch it now. Double click. Clean up our mess while we're waiting. Yeah, we want to open it. I want to delete that. It's my cool background. Empty our trash. Always clean up after yourself. Alright, it's launching right here in the background. You can see it starting there. I'm being weird and cleaning up. Alright, cool. Alright, so here's the interface. This is, again, I assume that, you know, this is where you put in your code and stuff. Again, I looked at the instructions already, so yes, this is where they got a bunch of examples that you can load and stuff like that, which is really cool. So yeah, you can hit no on this. Me being a Mac guy, I know this is like probably the latest software, so this will probably just take me to the web page it's downloaded from. So this is just bad programming. Not that I'm a programmer, but you know, I think I'm gonna need some water after talking so much. I'm not used to talking this much here. All right, so per the instructions, which I do already have, I have pulled up. We'll go ahead and we'll go over how to install or download the instructions rather. So here we'll just get out of these guys. So back on the downloads page here where we downloaded the software, they also have the Uno R3 starter kit. So that's what we got here today. I got the Super Starter Kit. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a Super Starter Kit Uno R3 project. As stated in my earlier video, I got a really good deal on it and couldn't pass it up. Probably a little overkill with all the things that it comes with. I probably won't use them all, but you know, better to have it, not need it, and need it, not have it, right? So that's, somebody really smart taught me that one time. All right, so this is our kit. We read it off the top right here, right? They make it pretty easy for you. So this is just the tutorial and just kind of guides and stuff. This is what I originally downloaded. So you know, just go ahead and download that from their Google Drive link. And again, this will be similar on Windows. I mean, you know how to probably download things on Windows if you're on YouTube, but you never know. Download and install things. Windows probably has some sort of installer that you go through. It's probably not as easy as a Mac to just drag and drop the app, which is, of course, why I'm biased. One of the many reasons why I'm biased. All right, so let's open it up in your downloads folder, unzip it again. So these are all of our info. So this is the README file. So for the non-nerds out there, non-IT guys, non-tech people, if you ever download anything you don't know anything about, look for the README file. Believe it or not, it says README for a reason, because it has, you know, important information, especially if you're, you know, downloading illegal things. But we won't go there because I don't do that. All right, so we got a README. Tells you about where you can find the tutorial. Tells you how you can start the the tutorial stuff, the thing that we're basically going to go through, the LED flashing thing. We'll find out here in a minute, but basically I kind of just clicked through here because I'm always curious, and here's what we got here. So this just tells you kind of how to set it up. This document here, for instance, this is how you set it up. Actually, I could show you something cool on a Mac. So on a Mac, if you just click on it and hit the, it's not cool. If you click on it and don't select to rename it, you can hit the space bar. It'll give you a preview of it. And you can actually scroll through that preview and look at it. Just make sure you know you got the right file or whatever. You can do this with pretty much anything: audio files, video files, images, PDFs. Obviously, is a PDF. But basically, Blink. This is what I stumbled upon: Blink and libraries. And I think this is where I got started. Yeah, so this is where I got started. Here, I'll open this document so we can make it bigger so y'all can read. Let's make it bigger. Okay, so got the overview. I won't bore you with reading that. You guys can download the documentation and read it. This just basically explains what the tutorial that we're going to go through is. You may find that your Uno R3 board's LED already blinks. It's just saying that what we're doing, basically, these things come pre-programmed with it. This little blinking LED is what it's pointing at. So I'll show you guys closer with the better camera here in a minute. Going down through here, this is what I was actually going to get started with. I already kind of got started with this and then decided to make a video. So I'm sure they have Mac instructions in here somewhere. These are all Windows screenshots. I figured out how to do this just, from reading the Windows instructions. So this should cross over decently. So back down in our dock, we go back to our Arduino. So basically, what this thing's telling us is to open up the example for this Blink code that we're going to load. So we just go to File. There's File on your Windows computer too, and then we go to Examples, Basics, and they want us to open Blink, right? So we got all the arrows pointing there, showing us where to go. So we got this open now. So I'm just going to follow the instructions. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not an electronic engineer. I've never done this before. I just got interested and got a good deal on Arduino, and have been getting really into customizing my sim rig and stuff. So, we're gonna learn together, I guess. So everybody, we need to get pumped here. We need to get pumped, dude, because this is gonna be fun. I love doing this nerd stuff, man. I love it, and it's no offense to the actual nerds out there. But I'm a huge nerd, as I'm sure a lot of people know, or not a lot of people know, whatever. It's exactly why I'm a nerd, because I don't know how to talk. So what do we got here? We got the code written up, and I got about to here before I decided to make a video. So I'm probably going to touch on some more detail in this document as we go through here. And I may pause for a minute. I probably edit it out as I read, so you're not sitting there waiting on me to get through this video here. Basically, I'm just going to kind of go through here. I'm going to scan and see what they want. So I read that they want you to go ahead and so they're saying the example sketch included with the Arduino IDE are read-only. That is, you can upload them to a Uno R3 board, but if you change them, you cannot save them as the same file, right? So of course, so what that means for people that don't know is a read-only file is exactly what it's titled. This has been around since the beginning of computers, and that it means exactly what it is. It's a read-only. You can't edit it or change it or anything like that. And since those exist with those names, with computer systems, you can't have files named exactly the same thing, or else it'll start losing its mind, or at least not in the same place, as far as that goes. So, so anyways, I'll get off my soapbox about read-only files, because I'm sure that's super entertaining. Since we are going to change this sketch, the first thing you need to do is save your own copy. So file, save as, and then save the sketch with the name MyBlink. So let's just follow the instructions. Let's not go off the reservation here. So file, save as, and I'm actually, I guess I'll just save this in the Arduino folder. So on a Mac, well, especially when you create a new account, it tries to give you this cool little, like, it's actually stupid, this little window here for like, oh, these are my favorites and stuff. But it's like, okay, well, if I wanted to save it somewhere else or know where this folder is that this program created, like, how do I know that? Well, it's this dumb little arrow right here. This will give you your regular context menu for that. So then you can, go through actual file system. But I was actually curious, and then by clicking on this drop down, you can see the path that it takes, right? So they just threw it in the documents folder, it looks like, which is cool with me, because I was going to put it in there anyways. So they want to name this MyBlink. I guess we'll save it in there, huh? Yeah, save it as MyBlink. All right, cool. All right, we got MyBlink now. All right, cool. So you saved your copy of Blink in your sketchbook. This means that if you ever want to find it again, you can just open it in the file, open recent. Cool, we all know how to do that. Attach your Arduino board to your computer with the USB cable. All right, now we're cooking. So this is the part that I was excited about, because I wanted to actually plug this in. So I will grab I'll grab the other camera so that we can film that part of things. Let's see here. So we got board and serial port correctly. Board type. Okay, cool. So once we plug that in, it's got some extra instructions here. Sorry guys, I was just reading. So let's get this turned around here. All right. So I gotta get this unplugged. Sorry everybody. So here we go. All right, here we go. So we got our USB cable. This end into the computer. So we're gonna do that. All right, we'll do that first. So get that guy plugged in. I'm sure this is absolutely riveting, me doing this with one hand. All right, there we go. Got that plugged in. All right, so we got this guy. Actually gonna spin this guy around here. Hang on, let's get this guy spin around. I gotta figure this out for when I'm actually doing better videos. Make this easier. All right, so you can see it's got that little notch right there, right? And then that's got the notch in the thing, so that goes right there. So we're just gonna set this right here real quick. And we'll turn that. All right, so we're gonna plug this guy in right here, and this is probably gonna actually light up, I assume. Make sure you don't have your fingers on any of these contacts, just in case when it does get power, you don't get shocked or something. Oh, there we go. Yeah, see, we got some lights on there. Got a little orange light, a little green light. I think the orange light's blinking already, yeah, so it's probably already programmed with what we're doing. Try to get that good angle on that. So, okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and we'll get this this loaded up with our own blinking program. So here we go. Back on our screen here. So attach your Arduino board to your computer with the USB cable and check that the board type and serial port are set correctly. All right, so let's check out what our so we're gonna go under tools here, tools menu. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. This is an Arduino Uno, I assume. Right? Yeah, Uno R3 is what we're using. I don't see this is how I kind of deduce, you know, what's what, or what we gotta pick. So I don't see an Uno R3, so I just assume it's the Uno. So we do have the right board selected. Now let's make sure we have the right COM port selected. See, this is different. The Mac doesn't really use serial ports, right? Well, I guess it does, since it says that there. What do I know? But they're definitely different how they work, Mac versus PC. So I think we want to go ahead and use the USB. So see how it says USB modem there? We don't probably want to use the Bluetooth because we're not connected via Bluetooth. So I'm gonna go ahead and click this one here and use that guy. All right, so let's see what we got. What else we got going on here? So board type serial not necessarily the same as shown in the picture. Yeah, that's fine. I know that. All right. So the Arduino IDE will show you the current settings for the board at the bottom. All right, so we got that right down there. See that? Circling with the mouse. All right, cool. Click on the upload button, the second button from the left on the toolbar. Second button. So that's the upload button. You see when we hover over it, it shows it over there on the right. So upload, we can see what these things do too. All right, cool. So we're gonna click upload. Looks like it's doing some stuff, cool stuff down here. It's cool code stuff. All right, and just telling us it's going to show uploading and then done. So we see that done uploading, we saw it uploading. So let's see what we got. The other message tells us that the sketch is using. Okay. Well, I don't think we got an error code, so I think we're okay on that, right, guys? Yeah. Who knows? All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Sketch start with blink. Okay, let's see. This is just kind of explaining the code, it looks like, what it is and what it does. Yeah, so this is just kind of teaching us. I'll let you guys read through that on your own. It's blinking pretty normal. I don't know if we changed it very much or not, but I think by reading through this, you know, kind of these instructions and their explanation, we could probably, you know, do some cool stuff like change the you know, delay, like down here, and all this stuff. So I'm gonna probably read through this so I'm a little bit more knowledgeable. All right, guys, I just wanted to just throw this in really quick in the middle of everything, and just show you how easy it is to get this thing programmed. So you could see here this orange LED that we have is blinking and staying on for about 5 seconds, turning off for 1 second, turning back on for 5 seconds. So that was super simple to figure out. This is very basic stuff, I know, but I wanted to just show you guys how to do that. So I was going to pull up, this is our MyBlink, I forget what they call a sketch. This is called a sketch. So this is my MyBlink sketch. And basically what I did in here was kind of read the notes here. Really this section here is just the code. These are all notes, so this doesn't get actually read by the computer, or by the Arduino rather. So I read in here, you know, turn LED on, high is voltage level, wait for a second. So it's going to turn it on, wait for a second, and then turn it off. And then wait for a second. It's going to loop that, right? So that's why it was blinking. It would be blink, off, blink, off, right? So So I went in here and I just saw, oh, okay, here's a delay. And I wanted to delay that instead of for a second, which would be 1,000. I wanted to do it for 5 seconds, so I did it for 5,000, right? So I changed that. So we can also change this one to be off for 5 seconds. So we just hit our backspace on our keyboard, change that to a 5, and then we want to save that, right? You can verify it. I did this earlier. You can verify it. It'll tell you if there's anything wrong. Check the bugs, right? And then you can save it with this down arrow button at the top here, real easily. And then upload, and that's how we load it onto our Arduino. So let's load this onto our Arduino and see what happens. So you just saw the orange lights blink. That was it loading the code on there. And now we have our Arduino light off for 5 seconds and then on for 5 seconds. Off. So you don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure this stuff out, is what I'm just trying to point out. Yeah. Moving on. That's how you initially hook up your Arduino, the Uno R3. Hook it up to a Mac, get an example code loaded on there, and test it out. So if you have any questions, comments, anything, drop them on the video. Shoot me a like, because this is probably one of my first videos, if not my first video. Hopefully this helps you guys out, and you like it, and you stick with me through some other cool content. This won't be the only thing that I do, hopefully you guys stick around and see the other crazy stuff I got cooking. What's up, everybody? I wanted to thank you for watching my first video here. There's going to be many other ones. It won't just be on electronics, even though I'll be doing a lot of that stuff coming up, as I'll be building my button box and my e-brake. I will be going over again some detailing videos of my car. I might be getting some parts soon, might be installing those. So just make sure you subscribe. Drop me a like if you can. I probably won't get that much, but any of them count. And if you found this useful, drop me a comment or something, or you have any questions, give me a holler, man. Until next time, thanks guys for watching. Talk to you later.